to the hill, popping seals. I ain't got no Uncle Phil, but I'm fresh as hell. And my son, he fly as well, and we can tell if you really down to ride or just riding by. Still claiming fly or die, nigga, that's for life. You know what I'm saying? Just so, like, bro. Appreciate it,
OG
Mambo fresh. Baby.
That's what that nigga got. Hey.
You know? Fly nigga shit, man. Hey, RIP my brother Suave, bro. Hold on, I don't know if we can get this shit. Fly life over sucker shit, dog. RIP my brother Suave, dog. That's the reason why we be out here moving like this, man. I was always gonna do this music shit, bro, but when I started rocking with my brother, bro, dog, that's when the music shit started to get a little different.
Yeah, baby, we clocked in right now, baby. Getting to that fucking bag right now, son.
Oh, shit.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about? We getting to that fucking bag right now, son. You probably at home right now, son. You ain't working as hard as you should be right now, son. There's a nigga who wants your spot right now, nigga. And that nigga is me, nigga. That nigga is me, nigga.
Shit, man. For real, shout out my brother Slog, man. R.I.P. to the Don, bro. I swear to you, bro, was alive, he'd be with me right now, dog. When I started working with him, bro, that's when niggas had taken our music to a whole different type of level as far as our focus, our investing in ourselves and whatnot, you know what I mean? And that's when, shout out my guy DJ Falero, bro. DJ Falero's my man, bro. Falero had taken me and a couple other artists up to Durden Studios, which is where my bro Milo was working at the time. That was probably my first or maybe second time in, an actual studio where there was a booth and, the glass separating, everything out. So, when you're first starting this shit, those moments are exciting, It's like being a freshman in high school. You first walk in, you're like, this is lit, this is crazy. First, so immediately, because I've always been the type of person to kind of, I have no problem going to get it myself, and articulating how I'm feeling, So if I'm trying to fuck with you, I'm gonna let you know I'm trying to fuck with you. So before we even left Milo's that first time, I got his card, hit him up next day, and, started booking sessions with him. And, right around that time, Suave had just got back from Yakima. So we started going up there on a regular basis. And another shout out to my bro Cool Grande, who's out here with me right now. We got the show tonight over in Hollywood. But me, Grande, my nigga Zay, the homegirl AMA, we started building our little collective. When you start to travel, bro, you see that there's only so many differences in the world, bro, and they're very subtle differences. Anyways, bro.
Oh, dude, he does the craziest stuff.
We all working with Milo. And this is before Milo's grown a lot of the artists too. That's someone I've been working with for 6 years. That was before he had a lot of the credits that he had. We were really just all building, seeing that he was a gearhead, non-stop getting equipment for the studio, and I was like, all right, this is home. So we all started recording there, getting our solo sessions, doing our group sessions, really building, create, a solo push, but it was a local push, and we needed to expand beyond that local push. And right as we're making the moves to expand beyond that local push, we're booked for a couple industry artists, to come out in Yakima and Seattle. We're booked for those shows, lined up. We got a nice little EP lined up. We're about to shoot our next video, or our first video to that EP. And that's when bro had got killed. You know what I mean? So for me, Shit was crazy, bro. That was really like my brother, bro. It was beyond the music. That was my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucked with that nigga, you know? And, you know, niggas who know him know his pops don't be letting everybody come over. I was one of those niggas who, like, would be at his house. His first job, you know what I mean? I got him his first job. That was my bro, y'all, for real. So for me, it fucked me up. But the only response I had from that was to carry on what we had and, you know, try and make something of it, you know what I mean? Because I spent the time soaking in the dark, you know what I mean? Thinking about what could have been and should have been, because he was ahead of his time, bro. Swab was way ahead of his time, bro. I always post links and that shit, so anyone who follows me on social media, you'll be able to find his music. Suave Colossal, you can YouTube it, bro. Bro was ahead of his time, bro. As a young artist, he was already at levels that, you know what I'm saying, where we can't even tap into, you know what I mean? Bro was ahead of his time. First thing you gotta do is make sure your body's right, you know? And then you gotta make sure your mental is right. So I got my smoke on, as I typically do, you know? Made sure I kept myself hydrated with some water. Like so. And, you know, gotta practice your shit, bro. Consistently, my shit's running through my head, my rhymes. As soon as I step in the venue, trying to get comfortable with the venue, feel out the vibes, envision it without people, see what it look like with people. There's a whole science, a method to the madness, man. What you do may look simple, but there has to be depth to the actions. You know what I mean? That's all the shit I really had to talk, man. I'm gonna smoke my weed, dog, get ready for the show, dog.
Who do we have here live and direct? We got in the house.
Oh, you know what I'm saying, man? It's the young Don Mambo, fresh, always freshly dressed. You know, I'm ready to impress. Got my new brand on, ill. Individuals living life. We living right.
Individuals living life.
Come on, man. Get your money, baby. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't moving around, you ain't doing it right. You know what I'm talking about?
Who we got back here?
Can I hit the weed one time?
A little tobacco in there.
All right.
Black Lagoon, dog. He from the town, but he live out here now. Fire with the beat, bro. Expect a collaboration real soon.
And you know I'm going in, I feel like it's Jamaica. Smoking on that reefer, the lady not gonna leave her. And you know I gotta get it on the speaker. Like my sneaker, and you know that we fly like Levi. And you know I'm going in on 3 times.
We locked in, man.
All right, we rolling.
Yeah, man. Live and direct, man. It's your boy OG Mambo Fresh, man. I'm about to get into the show right now. My mind is definitely right. We got a real intimate crowd, so I'm about to get right to it and do what we gotta do, man. No nerves, just confidence, man. Strength, no weakness, man. We're just gonna go do what we gotta do, man. When you treat your shit like a job, all you gotta do is go to work, man. You don't gotta worry about nothing else but handling your job. So that's what we're gonna do, man. Handle the job.
Silk, clay, and flyer, die, nigga, that's a lie. Yeah, go ahead, we go out, man. Appreciate you guys coming, man. It's real intimate. I like shit like this. I'm gonna talk to you guys especially because y'all seem like y'all not connected. So y'all gonna connect with me, alright? We gonna do it like this. Thanks, brother. Well, alright. Thank you, brother. This for people with Twitter fingers, you know what I'm saying? I told them, you gotta go hard if you wanna fuck with keyboard. You think it's only hard on your keyboard. I'm racing to this money, honey. I'm taking they keyboard. After this one, they gon' need more because we drawing like more weed, more money, more everything. Yeah, more weed, more money, more everything. Yeah, come on, right now, I'm smoking that retarded weed. I got that from Tim, man. Had a man shipping to my city. You might get hit, but only if you my nigga. Otherwise, I ain't smoking with us. I get up like, nigga, you thought you wrong now. We ain't with the whole law. T strong, everybody get their heat on. The heat on, cause we ain't got niggas sleep on. But hold up, my blood calling, well, on. I really always like to answer when the money calling. All that design on your body, that don't mean you ballin'. You have a racks on you, but you never beat your mama.
you lame. Big homies at the top, you that X, but we can roll the side, and that's all. My niggas rockin' and walking at the top, and really not that in the talking. I'm trying to stack the profit, I'm calling keyboard and shit poppin'. If you wanna fuck with keyboard, you niggas only hard on your keyboard. I'm racing to this money, honey. I'm sick of they eat your after this one, they gon' need more, cause we strong like more weed, more money, more everything. Listen, if you tryna win, show you how to get it in. Yeah, more money, yeah. That's why you niggas ain't real, it's no deal. You gon' get yourself killed, boy chill. When my big go off the pill, he get ill. And we back to the hill, poppin' seal. I ain't got no one for feel, but I'm fresh as hell. And my hoodie flying well, and we can tell. If you really got to ride, we'll just ride by. Still claiming flyers die, nigga, that's a lie. Rockin' with my brothers, I don't better watch the why. But it's only for the night, nigga, don't cry. Cause he don't do this all the time, I know that's a lie. I don't wanna take her down, I'm trying to take her lie. I remember 7 times during much time. No burner by my side, just ready to fight. Where I'm ready for whatever, cause it's for the deal. I miss my brother's mom, she was still real. Fly like over sucking shit, man. You hear me say flaws? That's what fly like over sucking shit, man. R.I.P. my brother's flaws, man. I take my nigga everywhere with me. I like what you was doing, man. I'm about to fuck him up there. Get the surfboard. You know what I'm saying? Surfboard. Yeah. Come on. You gotta go hard. If you wanna fuck with keyboard, you niggas only hard on your keyboard. I'm racing to this money, honey. I'm sick that they eat your after this one, they gon' need more, cause we drawn like more weed, more money, more everything. Listen, if you tryna win, show you how to get it in. More weed, more money, more everything. Cut off all your middlemen and don't trust all your women friends. If you wanna fuck with keyboard, you niggas only hard on your keyboard. I'm racing to this money, honey. I'm sick that they eat your after this one, they gon' need more, cause we drawn like more weed, more money, more everything. Listen, if you tryna win, show you how to get it in. Come on, more weed, more money, more everything. Cut off all your middlemen and don't trust all your women friends. Shout out my nigga keyboard kid, man. Y'all know Lil B, that's Lil B's DJ. He be making beats and shit. Shout out my nigga Steve Perry in the building. He be making beats and shit. My nigga No Bruno somewhere here, man. He be making beats and shit. Network, man. Beat somebody. We gonna go straight into the dance, boy.
You can take the mic home with you. Looking like a cyclone hit you. Lotto screaming, take. You have the mic? No. Where you playing? On the stage, next to the DJ booth right here. Like if you're standing in the room, they don't know where it is. They don't know where it is.
Yeah, first talk about the stage performance, and then we'll talk about the song.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Well, shit. It was cool, man. As anticipated, man. It was cool. We clocked in. We went to work. We did what we needed to do, man. It was real cool. Rocking with a real intimate crowd. You know what I mean? They interacted real well. They was smoking their hookah. They was bouncing and doing their thing. I like doing shit like that because I feel like sometimes you can connect more personally with someone when all their option is to do is to listen to you and you're looking at them and their eyes rapping at them, you know what I mean? So that was cool for that. I got to release that keyboard kit on him, well, unofficially released, but performed for him live. Cass was rocking with that. Got to do a couple singles. I got features with my bro Web Wavy, my nigga Kid Jones. Got some features with those niggas. Gave him a little preview. And there's rocking. It's on the stage. It's on the stage. All right. See, I just got off. They thought I had the mic still. But I don't think I do.
Took the mic.
I didn't take the mic. I should have took the mic home with me.
The mic in the bag, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Eminem said. Fuck it. You can take the mic home with you. Looking like a cyclone hit you. Lotto screaming, take. You have the mic? No. Where'd you put it? On the stage, next to the DJ booth right here. Like if you're standing on the booth, they don't know where it is. Huh? They don't know where it is. So what me, you know, and a few of the people who were close around him to keep his name alive, his pops and shit, you know, Floss became, you know, it was more of a family, a collective, a movement, you know. And that shit had been, that shit was rocking, and then, you know, it's still rocking to this day. But at the same time, niggas had to understand that in order to rock, we had to learn from the mistakes that we had made before, because we had been doing shit for a minute. So that's part of what made me, you know, get to the point of rebranding myself, you
you know, changing my artist name, you know, and becoming Mambo Fresh and embodying something that, you know, is true to me, has been taught to me since I was young, you know, it means something more in depth, because in the Shona language, which is where I'm from Zimbabwe, Harare, Zimbabwe is where I was born at. Mambo is how you, it's like to say king or boss or God, you know, it's how you address elders or leaders, you know. So, you know, I've always been, you know, taught to treat myself like a king. We're all kings and queens. You're supposed to carry yourself like a leader, you know. You should hold yourself to the highest standard at all times, you feel me? So Mambo Fresh is, you know, it made sense as a transition, already being with the Fly Life Over Second Shit movement and kind of being off the Fly Little Fresh wave, you know. The collaborative combination of the name is kind of how it came about, you know. It became a little thing. And then, you know, the OG Mambo Fresh is, you know, kind of more of like a alias snap tag that came with it too, because I got a lot of cats that, you know, I mentor and like talk to, you know, because I pay attention to my older homies. So my older homies give me game, I immediately turn around and get that game to my young niggas, so we can be moving different and elevate as a collective. But as far as the history to now goes, that's pretty much, you know, there's a lot more depth in between there, but that's a good overview of the last probably 4 or 5 years of what's been going on, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta give a shout out to all my niggas, man. It's always YNT. Shout out to my yachts niggas, man, who I really started creating music. First time I put my voice to record, rocking with type shit, you know? But everything that you go through in life, and all your life experiences, those are things that are supposed to empower you, you know what I'm saying? Even the negative things that you go through, don't let them depreciate from you, you know what I'm saying? So I take all those experiences and I put them in the music. If you listen to the songs and the shit that I'm saying, you know what I mean? Even in the joint that I rocked, the AM joint produced by my brother Isaiah, bro, my nigga Zeke Beats. In the second verse, I'm talking about what I say. I said, man, I came a real long way. I'm not exactly where I want to be, but now it's close enough for me to see. Like, that's really the type of shit that I've been going through, bro. Like, I understand that the position I'm in right now, taking trips like I've taken, that's light. That's what people have to realize. Having clout in your city, or wherever in your neighborhood, even in your coast, that's light. You should always be looking to elevate and escalate and take from what you learned before and grow from it. Comfortability is killing. Comfortability is what kills you, you know? You know, and that's kind of some shit I've been trying to take, is this new approach as a new artist, newly branded. That's the type of shit I've been rocking. I'm also rocking, got this little clothing brand I've been working on dropping. Got a few little prototypes in motion now, you know what I'm saying? This is the ill individuals living life, feel me? You know? But just growing, being creative, not being scared to take a risk and take a chance on yourself. Because that's really what it's about. You gotta be able to take a chance on yourself. Once you take that chance on yourself, people will be confident to take the chance on you. You know?
All right, talk about the project.
The project.
Nice project.
Yeah, the project. So the first debut project I'm gonna drop as Mambo Fresh, or the OG Mambo Fresh, is gonna be called Fresh Start. I mean, you know, just because that's what this is to me. It's a brand new start. Sonically, I'm doing things differently. You know, I've invested in working with some different producers. Me and Milo have been really experimenting with different sounds and techniques on the engineering level. I've been, you know, really hands-on, trying to, you know, make it what I want it to be. So on there, I got Keyboard Kid. Shout out my guy Keyboard Kid. And I got my man's Isaiah Zeke Beats on there. I got the homie Intro Beats on there. And then I got my guy out there from Charlotte, Kaleem Beats. All the other producers were from Seattle. They're all from some sector of the town. But my man's Kaleem out there from Charlotte, he on there too. So, man, I'm excited to release the project. It's hard to say I say a lot without revealing too much, you know, and taking away from the element of surprise, but I'm really excited. This single that I got with Keyboard Kid is probably the first one that I'm going to release to everybody. Got a video that's in the works right now for that one. And yeah, it's just something different. I got to show a few different sides of me, you know, and connect on a different level with my producers and hopefully with the people who are listening to, they'll be able to kind of understand. The projects I typically drop, I mean, I'm dropping singles initially to kind of, you know, get the buzz of things moving along, but when I drop a collective project, I try and emulate what I grew up listening to, you feel me? And I grew up listening to like The Chronic and, you know, DJ Quick and Lord Willin' by the Clips, and you know what I'm saying, like a bunch of different albums, you know, from all over the nation that were from the late 90s to early 2000s, and the way they were constructed in a way that like it made sense for you to listen to it from the beginning to end. You could pick your singles here and there that slapped and went for whether it was a smoke session, a party, or you know, when you're riding with your shorty, or you know what I mean, whatever it is. But for the most part, when you get that collective project, you're listening to a collective project, and you know, I feel like that's an art that's not magnified as often. You feel me? It may be done, but it's not magnified as often. So hopefully, with my music and with people that follow me and pay attention to me, I can kind of bring that element back into the game.
Oh shit! What? That's how you doing it, bro? Okay.
Let's go.
Is this what you guys do? Flip off things and look cool and shit?
Try.
That's dope. No, you're doing all right, man.